everybody. How's it going? Ready to start another amazing week. Welcome. My name's Amanda Sutton, and I try to jump in this group about a couple times a week for you. And that is today, which is Monday. So I got my beautiful Merry and Bright shirt. Want to show you? Yeah. Thank you very kindly. A friend of mine gave me a late birthday gift, so I thought I'd sport it today. Very appropriate. Yes, so thank you, Amy. I would love to chat with you today about something because do you know you have those days when you're writing posts, or maybe you're doing your content calendar and it just flows. And today something just clicked, and it was all about we are our own worst editors. So what that means is we're just these, when it comes to editing your stuff, when it comes to doing your own thing, right? We're our worst editors. And I just want to stop and list a couple of these things that if you're still doing in 2021, or rather if you're still doing this month and then you plan on doing these things in 2021, stop. Just please stop, and maybe we can help you. That's kind of what we do in the group here, just for anyone new who's tuning in. I do like to jump on twice a week. And then once a month, I'll do a little deeper dive, like a master class on something, or I'll have someone in for an interview and they can share everything about the world of thought leadership. This thing about what we all dream about, which is stepping into your own perfect expertise, right? Be paid high fees for your service, your time, your expertise, be seen, be heard, and find the exact right message that hits the exact right chord with your ideal clients and speak in front of anyone you want. So that's really the ultimate goal. We'd be living our dream. We'd be on mission, living our purpose, getting paid really well for helping people. And isn't that kind of what we all want to do as entrepreneurs? So anyway, so back to the post. Today, I was talking about all of you out there who might be still rattling around with all these ideas in their head. Maybe it's an idea like for a book or a business, and you've been on it for a while and it's in your head. But what you're in charge of is not only coming up with great ideas, you're critiquing your own work, right? You're editing your thought process on the way, and you're trying to find time to write. So it's nearly impossible, like all at the same time. So I just want to say that you could be backing yourself into a larger corner, because, and here's why we do it. We do know why. It's because we're perfectionists. Like, we want to get this right. We have, we want to write what we want. We care about the quality of our work. We want to get it right. We overwrite, we overthink. So it's naturally what we do. And you're probably also thinking like, well, who would be better to understand what I'm supposed to be doing than me, right? Like, I'm the best person to determine what I should be doing, Amanda, or who knows me better than me? And it sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out, because the problem with being your own editor often, guys, is that while it feels like it's reasoned judgment you're using, in reality, you're probably using something more like a guess. And the problem with taking a guess when it comes to your marketing, first of all, let alone your business or your livelihood, is that it just leads to mistakes. And what I see over and over is when people finally end up coming and talking to me, they've kind of been making these quote judgments for years, and they've been spending time and money focused on the wrong things. And that is what I wanted to get through today for the rest of 2020, and definitely before you start 2021. So that's what it is. So guys, I talked to a lot of very clever, right, very experienced people who they just want to put their best stuff out into the world, like we all do. But sometimes they're no further along than they were 5-10 years ago. And that can be really frustrating. So that's why I felt really kind of compelled to come on today and start talking about some of these things. And I've been looking at just different articles that have been, the pattern's been coming up on how people are using their judgments, and they're not really, what happens is, this was interesting. What happens is when we add more information, let's say you go down and you've done your DISC profile, your Enneagram, what a great boss or manager style you are, and you have all these things adding to this, I guess, melting pot of who I am and what I'm best at. And you just keep kind of adding these things in. Now, if you don't have the proper tool to sift through them, I call it the sieve. Okay, it's my process is the sieve. It's a process by which we reveal and uncover and start to shake out the best of the best and pick out those little jewels and just polish the right ones off. But if you don't have the proper process for that, you just end up, there is no proof that adding any more information into that pot will provide any more sense of clarity or authority to your work. So in essence, you're better off just going with what you were doing 5 years ago than you are trying to add and stack onto all this knowledge you have and then try to package that yourself and market out. So it's kind of like, what a waste of time, like what a waste of precious time and precious resource. So because we want you to get more stuff done. But what people assume is that, the last thing I'll say is, people sometimes assume, well, all I got to do is just like push it out there and it's going to reveal itself. So they assume that, writing the book, or I'm just going to keep writing. I'm going to put out content and it's just going to magically reveal the best of myself. It's just going to get better and better. I always get a little better, and that's very true. But it's not just going to magically start to attract the right people if you don't have a plan. So the truth is, there's a simple method here, guys. No one's really talking about that because I know right now you're getting inundated with everything. And that's why I so appreciate you, accepting and being in a group of peers that you feel that you will get value from. That's very important to me of why you're here. You need to take away something from this. Okay, it's not a one-way street here. So please, in the comments and wherever you can, participate. But here's what I want to say is that what no one's talking about when they're saying, just do this, just do a course, just do a book, get it out there, just go it, just have confidence, just start speaking. I'm just, I get it. But what no one's talking about is that there needs to be those few tweaks ahead of time that not only gets you absolute clarity on where you should be focusing, but it will allow you to go deeper and become, from there, you become more confident, more organized, more productive, more with your time, more successful in your vocation, your specialty. So it doesn't mean, do step C and that you're going to jump to the end. There are kind of a couple steps in there that you really need to be narrowing in on. And then, yes, like by all means, go forth, bring your mission to the world. That is my mission in life, is to get the best of us stepping into the voice that we actually have and deserve, and put them out into the world where they can shine and actually do more good. So, and I'm trying to do that. So I'm going to just really quickly see if there's any, I don't know if the comment section is turned on. Really sorry for anybody watching. But I hope that resonates with you, and really take to heart, especially that piece, guys, about the problem with being your own editor is that it feels like what you're using is reasoned judgment. Remember, it's your own judgment. It's your own reality that you've only ever pin-panged off across your head. And yes, I'm sure you've taken courses and whatever, but to have a really reasonable sit down to look at it from a 30,000 foot view, it's better than in reality, going forth and doing something that more looks like a guess. We do not want you to be guessing in 2021. We have learned so much in the last 8 months on the digital marketing sphere, on the customer journey, on empathy, on leadership. We have learned so much as entrepreneurs and the business sphere in general, right? With the amount of information I consume on a daily basis, that's, sometimes half my day is just consuming how the business world is processing and kind of adapting to what is going on with consumer behavior and where we need to be, and what doesn't work anymore, what works now. So really coming at it with that lens, I think could help a lot of you get those books out, get the right message out, and actually be confident. And along the way, which is something I'll talk to later this month, is along the way discovering, oh my gosh, what took me so long to unearth this one little point? Why was I avoiding this for so long? Am I dancing around my best stuff? So here's what I'm going to do. I've got about 20, probably 25 spots now left to the end of the year. And I offer free, powerful conversations to people in the group, or anyone else I've worked with in the past. But I'm going to encourage you that I'm making myself available, and that goes all the way actually to the 24th of December. Because these calls are so enriching and powerful, I do not want you to step into the new year without recognizing and owning what you should be owning. And that's it. So these are breakthrough calls. They've got no obligation. You do most of the talking, and there's only learning. So I suggest you jump on the call and jump on one of those calls. I'm actually going to leave the link in the post above, but claim your spot now. This is stuff that really, really smart people that just have been, success has eluded them. These are the conversations. This is the work that they wish they did 5 years ago. They wish they did 10 years ago, because who knows where they'd be now. That's what I'm trying to prevent. So I really appreciate you being here, both in the group and on the call, on the live. If you're not catching it live, you're going to catch us on the replay and maybe watch it a couple times. Identify yourself in something that I've said. And I just had to jump on because that thought to me just flowed, because I'm also what I'm reading and digesting at night. It just came to me, and that's my goal, is to share that all with you. So thank you so much. And yeah, you have yourself a great day, and we'll jump back on here real soon. Talk to you guys later.